Seha Maharaba Etadibi Nakiboni Joa Shakim Moratua Toe Chocolati Letama Yabu Shokwa Namo Lefati Lord think of in this world, but Jesus came. He rescued me. He made me what I am. That's why I'm standing here.
It's Power to Truth with me on JJ Tabani. Incredible happenings on my mind tonight, you know. Can you believe it? Can you believe that a man of the cloth, a pastor of the church, in fact, I think he's called an apostle or a prophet, arriving at a schoolyard with machetes and guns and bodyguards to extract his grandchildren violently because of a family feud. It's, you know, his church is called Incredible Happenings. Metolo. Tolo. I don't think that's what they're talking about in that song. They're talking there about salvation that I think Pastor Mboro needs tonight. Been arrested, must stand trial, but here is the nub of the issue. The community has been complaining about Pastor Mboro for years. So this thing that has now come to light is not the first time it happens. It has happened many times. In fact, the maternal grandparents of the said grandchildren have said that he has arrived with his guns and machetes at their home many times, and they have reported this to the police, and the police ignored it. But are you surprised? Because it looks like there are two sets of laws in this country, laws that apply to certain people and laws that don't, the typical animal farm situation. That's why the former Speaker of Parliament thought that he could go to court and ask not to be arrested. It's complete nonsense. He goes to court and says, no, don't arrest me. Please, I want to come and tell me first why you want to arrest me. So it's a typical thing. I'm quite sure that there are policemen who are in the pocket of Mboro. And it should not surprise you, because all you need to do is to cross-reference what happened with Bushiri, who's now a total embarrassment to the government, having skipped the country, because amongst the police, amongst the prosecutors and so on, there are people in on his payroll who ignored all the money laundering, all the fraud, all the theft happening under the roof of what's supposed to be a holy place. But you know, this is what has happened. So this thing of Mboro should not surprise us, because there are two sets of laws in this country. The laws that apply to the elites and the laws that apply to the ordinary folk. If some of us did what Mboro did, we would have been arrested on the spot. No. The police still took 24 hours to mumble around. Hey, we're investigating. The thing is on glaring public display. The video is viral, showing Mboro, you know, operating like a thug. Because, you know, this thing, the problem in South Africa is that we like labeling things, you know. So something that's a grand coalition, you label it GNU. You know, you label it so that you feel better about yourself. So now we say, these are false prophets. These are thugs. These are thugs who groom young girls. These are thugs who steal money from the poor. These are thugs who are incorrigible, making congregants eat grass and rats and spraying them with doom, taking advantage of their vulnerability. Yeah, no. Today is Mboro. Tomorrow it's that one in PE. I don't remember his name. May he rot in prison, that one. Or Zondo, who's raping the half of the church there. Terrible. But let me tell you what this whole thing boils down to. It boils down to the fact that the church has been muted. Over the last 30 years, generally, the church has gone to ground. When last did you hear the church talk seriously about the stinking corruption of our politicians, who some of them are their parishioners? And the politicians who are thieves know this. They know it. They just laugh. When the church tries to talk morality, they laugh, because, I mean, look at this lady called Gumede. She's a straightforward, you know, midday thief. Mara wabara stapora sabo meman. Wabara stapora sabo me. Wezi ka Sunday ke ne ka stapora sabo mesa Methodist. Because she knows that in church she will find refuge from the truth. Instead of being told by his pastors to say, stop stealing. Because the church has been muted. The church has said nothing. Even now, with this chaos that's in front of us to see, they've said nothing. They didn't say, no, our fellow pastor, this is wrong. No, they haven't said anything. And I doubt I've missed it. They haven't said a thing. Because it's one of them who's misbehaving. As we speak now, I mean, yesterday we were having a conversation with the Premier of Limpopo. 11,000 teenage pregnancies. That suggest, okay, teenage people are below 15. We suggest statutory rape. Have you ever heard the church say a word against statutory rape? They have said bugger all about the matter, because the church, for some reason, has been muted. And I'm quite sure when you say the church is a broad brush and so on, if that shoe doesn't fit you, you got to say nothing. Don't wear it. But why is the church not speaking out, even about this current incident? Why are they not speaking out about so much that's going wrong in our society? Maybe they're waiting to speak on Sunday. I don't know what the story is. The whole country was in a frenzy after the elections, talking about how best should this country be governed going forward. Have you heard the church talk anything positive or negative about the current arrangement, about the GNU, about the election outcome? No. Maybe it's too much. If they say something wrong, maybe the new guys who will come in place are going to deny them accreditation. Accreditation, VIP accreditation, go boxing, go state of the nation. That's all they're interested in lately. To be VIPs in front of politicians, instead of telling the politicians to stop with their nonsense and serve the people. A few months ago here, people died here of a Stone Age disease of cholera, because they were fed dirty water, which the CSR told us long ago that it's not fit for human consumption. Have you heard the church there? Well, now they take 5 cents from the poor on Sundays in that same village. Have you heard them say anything? Or did you hear them condemn the new Minister of Water Affairs who's saying, oh, please don't call me. Call your municipality. So don't call me and tell me about your dirty water. Now, after all, I'm National Minister of Water. Don't call me about petty things like dirty water in Hammanskraal. Have you heard the church condemn that? No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that, just in case they're not invited to your next inauguration of something. That's the tragedy that we're facing now, is that people like Zondo, Mboro, and you name them, can get away with nonsense because their fellow pastors don't say anything to condemn them. If they do, they're saying it so quietly, we can hardly hear them. And the laws of this country must start applying to everybody equally, so that you don't have a thug arriving at a schoolyard with an okapi, threatening youngsters, threatening teachers, and just being bad. Just last week, 2 big incidents, one in Cape Town, right, with children role-playing slavery and what have you, and another just here in Pretoria, the usual stuff about racism and so. Have you heard the church say a word? No. These are things, and then people, because of their lawlessness, there's no example. People who are supposed to be an example, like pastors, don't live by example. And then people take law into their own hands and go and burn down a church. And I'm sure they can find the scripture that says, yeah, Jesus went into a church and started chamboking people. They can find the scripture. But no, they bend down, they say, yeah, this guy is terrible, let's burn it down. This is the moral decay that you would think that it would be the agenda of the church to reconstruct that moral fiber. And no, they are part of the mess. Well, let's hope in the next couple of weeks, maybe some of the church leaders can come and tell me, maybe we don't hear them, maybe the media doesn't cover them. I don't know. But clearly there's something wrong here about what the church should be doing to lead us into a better country and a better society. Tonight,